Are you serious? Oh, no, 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 no! This doomsday prophecy situation with the Mayan calendar and Nostradamus and the Hopi Indians and Edgar Casey and everybody else that's running around, and none of it, let me just say this honestly with you, none of what they're saying has to do with the Bible. None of it. But the effects of this insanity, this spiritual deception being brought on by the devil himself, is causing innocent people to suffer. Let me just go on. I'm Paul Begley. Are you serious? What's going on? My blood is boiling. A father, a man, a father. How do you call this guy a father? A Richland Hills man has been arrested and charged with the assaulting of his son after telling a 911 operator he carved a pentagram in his 6-year-old son's back. Are you serious? What? He carved a pentagram into the back of his 6-year-old little boy. Just after midnight yesterday on 12/12/12, officers were dispatched to a home in the 3700 block of Ruth Road after the boy's father, identified by police as Brent Troy Bartle, called 911 and said, "I have shed some innocent blood," which, by the way, if you're in the scriptures, it's one of the 7 abominations of the Bible is hands that shed innocent blood. Okay, so he's admitting that he has committed an abomination. I have shed some innocent blood. When the dispatcher asked him what that meant, what do you mean by that? The man replied, "I've inscribed a pentagram on my son. I have made a pentagram, the sign of the devil, satanic pentagram. I've carved it into my son's back." The dispatcher asked him, "Why?" I mean, that would be my first. "Why would you do such a thing?" He said, "It's a holy day." You know who spoke when he said that? Demons from the smoky pits of hell spoke out of that man's voice and said, "It's a holy day." Now, at the same time, the child's mother was calling 911 from a neighbor's home and said her husband was hurting their child. Officers arrived at the home and found that the child was cold, standing in only pajama pants with a large pentagram carved into his back. The carving covered most of the boy's back, according to police. Officers wrapped the boy in a jacket, turned him over to paramedics, and the child was transported to Cook's Children's Hospital for treatment. Child Protective Services and crime victim liaisons are working with the boy and his mother. Police said Wednesday afternoon that the carving wasn't deep enough to require stitches. Thank God. And the child is expected to physically recover. At the scene, officers also recovered a box cutter they believe Bartle used to make the carving. Bartle was arrested and charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon family member. He is currently being held at a $500,000 bond. The father's call was placed just a little bit after midnight on 12/12/12. It's not clear what Bartle meant by calling Wednesday a holy day. However, Catholics are celebrating the Feast of Our Lady Guadalupe on December 12th. And December 12, 2012, along with the date coming up, December 21st, 2012, has drawn a lot of attention from numerologists and those concerned with the doomsday prophecy. Well, here's the deal with the doomsday prophecy. There's nothing to it. Nothing. The world is not going to end December 21st, 2012. Trust me. Theologian Paul Begley, pastor from Indiana, says, don't worry. The world is not ending that day. Now, there could be some catastrophes. There could be an earthquake. There could be a war breakout. There could be a hurricane. But there's not going to be the end of the world. It's not based on the Mayan calendar. It's not the end date. It's my birthday. 51st birthday. So I'm going to throw a party. What do you say? We're actually having a birthday party at my church, at Community Gospel Baptist Church. We're going to have a big celebration, birthday party, and gospel singing that should be powerful, as the singing Ruds will actually be coming in to sing along with our praise and worship singers and Frida Childers and others. We're going to have a powerful time of celebration and fellowship and fun, and we're not worried. It's because we already know what the Bible says. For no man knows the day nor the hour. No, not the angels, not even Jesus Christ, not even the Son. Only the Father knows when the Lord is coming. But I do know this. Things like this are just bringing us that much closer. These are the signs. What this man did to that child, this guy right here, what he did. And I want to thank all of those of you, Stephen of Oklahoma, who called me last night on the phone to tell me this story. Calvin Laporte, Robert Williams, Nate Wagner, and a bunch of other folks. Thank you all for sending me the information on this story. But it's terrible psychological damage besides the physical. Just what is this guy doing? What are you doing? You know what? This guy definitely needs a lot of prayer. First of all, pray for the child. Pray for the child. Pray for the scarring in the spiritual, in the mental, in the psychological doesn't occur. The body will heal. Now, and pray for him and his mother. This is an abusive situation. As far as this man's concerned, pray for him, because he is eat up with demon spirits. And these, you see these end of the world doomsday prophecy type demon spirits, they have been awoken by the Mayan elders. Those 13 Mayan elders that went across America with those 13 crystal skulls, visiting the ancient Indian burial grounds, calling up demon spirits from the ground. Do you understand what I'm telling you? And on December 21st, there's over 100,000 people gathered at the Pac de la Baraque mountain there in France, the upside down mountain. There's already 100,000 people there. 20,000 of them are nudists. What? They're waiting, they say, for December 21st. They say, these are adults now, say that aliens are going to crawl out from underneath the mountain and rapture them to another universe. Are you serious? That's not in this Bible. And then you've got thousands gathering down in Guatemala and Mexico and parts of Central America at ancient Mayan ruins, at ancient Mayan temples, at ancient Mayan pyramids, because they believe the Mayans built those sites over vortexes, black holes. And then on December 21st, 2012, some type of the spirit of the cosmos are going to come in alignment, a galactic alignment, and there's going to be 8 minutes of a higher level of consciousness if you happen to be near one of those vortexes. Now, they might be smoking some weed, taking some PCP, or some other hallucinating drug that might get them in another level of some kind of consciousness. But I'm going to tell you, and maybe some demonic spirits that they're going to call out from the pits of hell. But listen, trust me, the world is not coming to an end on that day, because nobody knows the day. And he said, in an hour you think not the Son of Man will come. And since everyone, or so many people, think that's the day, obviously that's not the day. And I'll be back on December 22nd, 2012 to share with you why that had nothing to do with the end of the world. But what does have to do with it is Jesus Christ, the signs of the Bible, the things of the apocalypse that are taking place, are truly happening. They are bringing us closer to Jesus Christ. Give your life to Jesus Christ. We're living in the last days.